To paraphrase Ralph Waldo Emerson, Rugby World Cup 2023 qualification is a journey, not a destination. With USA Rugby's path to World Cup qualification starting in just a couple of days, it's worth taking a look at just what that path can look like. Now, America's Rugby has 2 direct berths into the World Cup. Argentina already qualifies on virtue of their performance at the last World Cup, which was 2 years ago? Only 2 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, 4 teams remain in contention for those 2 direct berths, and a third will find their way into the final qualification tournament. From South America, it's down to Uruguay and Chile, and in North America, of course, it's the US and Canada. For the 2 North American countries, it all starts with a head-to-head series. They'll play a 2-game set with the winner taking Rugby Americas North 1 and the loser taking Rugby Americas North 2. Irregardless of whether you finish in that RAN 1 or RAN 2 spot, your path is by no means over, but there's definitely an advantage to the first spot. Rugby Americas North will go head-to-head with Uruguay, who's already won South America Rugby 1, for a spot in the World Cup through the Americas 1 berth. The loser of that USA and Canada matchup plays Chile to stay alive at all. So what's awaiting the Americas 1 winner? Well, that would be a date with Group A in the World Cup against New Zealand, the hosts France, Italy, and the winner of the Africa 1 berth. For the loser of that Americas 1 playoff series and the winner of the other survival series comes a chance for the Americas 2 berth. Winner of that series goes directly to the Americas 2, and the loser takes Americas 3. For the winner of that Americas 2 berth, the prize is a date with Group D in the World Cup, with England, Japan, Argentina, and Samoa. For the loser of the Americas 2 playoff, they'll get the Americas 3 spot, which will set them up for the final qualification tournament against Europe 3, the second team in the Asia-Pacific crossover playoff, and Africa 2. That tournament is set as a round robin to take place in 2022. The grand prize for that FQT winner, a date in Group C with Wales, Australia, Fiji, and Europe 1. So all of this gets set up by who wins this first USA and Canada series on the aggregate. It makes the RAN 1 spot extremely coveted. Win 2 series and you're done, you're in, you can move on. Now that Canada-US series starts on September 4th and completes on the 11th. The playoff series for both the first and second place teams will take place on October 2nd and 9th of this year, with the Americas 2 qualification series to be determined in the final qualification tournament to take place next year. The qualification setup definitely incentivizes a team to win early and essentially book their trip as soon as possible. By winning the RAN 1 spot, you're just 2 games away from potentially qualifying and being done. It takes 6 games overall to get to the Americas 2 berth, and the final qualification tournament takes 9. It continues to get harder and harder, even if the competition itself should theoretically be getting a little weaker as you go along. Ultimately, what starts this weekend is the beginning of the journey, but the straightest path to the destination.